We have an important video today. This is a small upgrade that's often overlooked, but makes a huge difference in your RV, whether that's a motorhome or towable, especially if you're out for a long time or if you don't want to carry extra items with you. We cover all things in the RV niche, whether that is upgrades, news, we've done a lot of those, repairs, tours, campground reviews, we do it all. So if you like videos like this, take a moment, make sure you subscribe, notification bells on. That way when we release new videos, you'll get notified. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the freshwater system in your RV. Now this applies to any RV that has a holding tank and a freshwater system. This is very important. We just finished up a 3+ month road trip. We'll be going out for another month very shortly, and a lot of that time we have water in our holding tank and or we're hooking up to city water. Now city water has a very loose definition. We're at Dave's RV Center. It might sound a little bit like some Newmar motorhomes passing by us, because they are. But we're at Dave's RV Center, which is also a Harvest host up in Danbury, Connecticut. We are hooked up here. We've been here for a couple of days. He has true city water, meaning that it is treated by the city. So it's relatively safe, right? They treat it. It still has the chlorine in there. A lot of times you go to campgrounds, they're on well water, and their city water is as good as their well water is. And sometimes that's not so good. So you might get some weird smells, some bacteria in there, hard water. I know when we were in Keystone Heights, Florida.
Yes.
I don't know, the water there smells.
Well, we couldn't even drink it.
It smells really bad. It must like sulfur in there. Not that it wasn't clear, it just stunk really bad. So
and it tasted hard.
Tasted weird. Yeah. So we wound up getting bottled water. Now you can certainly carry bottled water with you, but that comes with its disadvantages also. Number one, you're wasting money on water. You're wasting money on plastic. And believe it or not, microplastics in plastic in everything. But the more you could avoid that, the better you're probably off you're going to be. So there's a lot of water filtration systems out there. We've been talking about getting this system for years, literally years. It's going to be the Blu Technology's water filtration system, widely regarded as one of the best systems you can get for your RV. This is a US-based company, veteran-owned, and their reviews speak for themselves. Now, we've been using this for some time, so we've had some time to evaluate it and see how it works. And we want to share this with you. So the particular system we have is the PureBlue AR3 bundle. That is a 4-stage filtration system with UV light. And that's really important because the UV light is what's going to kill pretty much everything in there and give you that pure water that you want. So let's start, what does the bundle bring you? And there's a lot going on here. I'm going to try to just narrow your eyes to what's important. So it starts right away with a pressure regulator. If you've watched our videos, you know, we talk about how important it is to have a pressure regulator. Most of the system plumbing in these motorhomes or RVs are PEX. You don't want to damage the plumbing, the fittings, by putting too much pressure in that plumbing system. So when you go to a campground, the pressure is okay, the pressure is very high. A lot of places the pressure can vary. So if the campground is not full, you may have very high pressure. And when it fills up, it may go down. Something like this, a pressure regulator, you can actually physically set the pressure to whatever you want. So we have ours set at 50 pounds. Now, our PEX is rated for 60 pounds, so we're well under that, but it still gives us enough pressure that if we're using the shower or washing machine, it's fine. What's nice about all the parts that Blu sends you is that they're stainless steel. So this is all stainless steel. This is an adjustable pressure regulator, so you can bring the pressure down or pressure up. Now moving down toward the plumbing, let me give you a warning before we do that. Don't leave these out in the freezing weather. The regulator will continue to work, but this gauge right here will get messed up.
Ask us how we know.
Yeah, ask us how we know. You see that it's down now to 0. I did shut the water off because I want to show you some of the other features in here. Another great thing that Blu does, they quick connect everything. So all the components have quick connection. So moving down on the quick connections, they do give you that 90-degree elbow. And then as part of that package, you have the 1 to 3 output. If you look here, there's more quick connections. It goes right to the steel braided lines, all stainless steel. But what I like about this, look what they do. So both the front and back spigots are adjustable, and you still have that center one here. Why is this important? Because if I want to hook water up, maybe I want to rinse the motorhome. maybe I need a water hose for something else, I can still hook it up. And then each outlet does have an individual on and off valve. And again, if you've been camping and you go to campgrounds, you know sometimes trying to screw everything in, you put it in, you think everything's on, you turn the water on, and then it starts leaking. And it's really frustrating, especially when it's cold out or it's raining. With the quick connects, you connect it, it will not leak. You see, if I turn this on, it is not going to leak. Well, that's on, but we'll shut that off. It is not going to leak. Everything is set up, and once it's set up once, you're good. Now, as we continue down that stainless steel line, you see we have this disconnected. That is for a reason. We're going to talk about the filter. So it's going to come from city water into the first filter. That's your longevity filter. And I'm going to read this directly from Blu because I don't want to mess this up. So the stage 1 is the longevity filter. It's a pre-filter. It captures sediment and iron to protect the downstream filters and extend the life of the other filter once you get into the off-grid. So that's stage 2 and 3. It's dual action off-grid filter. It's going to filter down to 0.2 microns with a carbon block media, which reduces contaminants such as lead, chlorine, VOCs, chloramine, and other microplastics and heavy metals. So that's going to filter out most of the dangerous stuff. And then it's going to move into the UV, which is stage 4. That's advanced LED UVC purification module. That's the final stage. That's going to kill and sterilize live bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms at the DNA, RNA level, making sure that your water is safe. So you have these stages here, it's killing everything off. Now from here, it's going to move to this water softener. I want to show you, they put an LED light here, and you see it's red right now. Red means that the LED is not working, the UV light's not working in there, because it's not right now. Once the water is flowing, that's going to turn green. Right now you see it's red. I did disconnect the stainless steel hose coming out of this. I'm going to turn the water on just to show you once the water starts flowing, then it's going to turn green, meaning that UV light in there is working. You have filtered water coming out this end. Once that filtered water comes out, it's going to go into another stainless steel line. It's going to go into this here, which is a 10,000 grain water softener. Now, we live in a home in the middle of the woods. We do have well water. One of the first things we did when we moved in almost 10 years ago, we put a whole house filtration with UV, and we also put a water softener because we have very hard water that could damage appliances. It's not good to have. It's actually not good for your hair also.
I was just going to say hair, yep.
It causes a lot of buildup, corrosion, so that dealt with all of it. So this on the RV level, as you get that filtered water out, it's going to come through here. This is going to soften it. So it's going to have nice soft water, no odor. Sure, a lot of the ladies on here, or maybe the men with the long hair can comment, you do want the soft water. And then Blu also thought about everything that goes along with having a water softener. I know at home we have to back flush it, right? We have to add salt. You can do that all in here. Now this is going to filter, soften about 1,000 gallons. And then all you need to do is with this switch, and there's a whole process, you can go right on the Blu website. It's gonna use table salt, and you can go to salt regen, back flush, and then get the components in here, the substrate in here to recharge it so you're good again for another 1,000 gallons just using normal table salt. What's nice about the water softener, that it's a little over 17 pounds and it is made out of stainless steel. This has a 7 to 10 year life expectancy. Finally, coming out from the water softener on the 25-foot stainless steel line, and the nice thing is that the package, the bundle, gives you everything you need from start to finish. So coming up through here is their latest invention. The water line is going to come into this, what's called Blu Technology's water stop. And this is a really cool thing on here. It's basically a shutoff switch. Now, this thing right here acts as a shutoff valve. And if you've watched our videos, we've talked a lot. You should never leave the water on when you leave the motorhome. Now, you can certainly shut it off at the spigot, which is an easy way, but you know, when you're in the motorhome, especially overnight, if you're sleeping, something could go wrong and now you wake up to water everywhere. When you have something like this, you can do a few things. Number one, it comes with a remote. I can easily, at night, which I've been doing, I just hit the remote. The valve is going to shut off in here. So it's cutting off any water, city water coming in. If you want to use the water in your tanks, you could hit the pump at night. You could do that. But what's even better is that this pairs with these leak sensors. They do exactly what they say they're going to do. They are sensitive to water, so you can place these throughout key areas in your motorhome, behind the washer dryer, under the sinks, somewhere where maybe you're not going to see a leak. You could put a couple of them in the basement. And if these sense a leak, they are paired with this water stop. It will send a signal to the water stop and it will do what I just did with the remote. It will shut it off. So it's real peace of mind and something that I don't think anybody else is doing. I believe Blu is the first one that's doing this. Also on here, you can see gallons per minute and there's other data. There is a app coming out, which is gonna have all that information right from your phone. That will be out very shortly. It wouldn't be a complete package if they didn't give you a carrying case. So this carrying case will fit the filter, the stage filter. They also give you some extra quick connects. They do give you this tool to change the filters out. Now, you're gonna be changing the filters according to how much you use that system. They're available at Blu. You can change those out. You're never gonna change that UV one out. It's just those first 2 cartridges. Now, the great thing about Blu Technology is that you don't have to get the whole package. You don't have to get the water softener. I think the best setup is the full package, but they have all different types of filters and you can kind of piece it according to what your budget is. We also have a 7% discount code. We'll put the link down below. We'll also put a QR code. You can just scan it right here. I'll get you 7% off. This is one of the best, if not the best, water filter system for your RV. Doesn't matter what RV you have. We are extremely happy with it.
If you want more information, you want to learn more about the details and more specs and pricing, we're going to put the link down below in the description.
We also encourage you to read the reviews because it doesn't matter what we say. The reviews of you, the RVers out there, really hold the most, so go check out their reviews.
All right, the ultimate test is actually tasting it. So let me get it cold. I like my water really cold.
As cold as it can be from city water.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we're going to show you first.
Well, do it like fine wine. You got to smell it first.
Well, these glasses are not super, like... They're not, what's that old commercial? They'd have like the spots on.
They're plastic.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, it has no taste, which is kind of what you want.
Well, it took all the minerals out.
Right. It's very, very good. And believe me, people should do a taste test between something like this and then like that water we had in that area of Florida.
First of all, you smelled it before you tasted it.
I did smell it. It smelled like metal. I remember that.
Gross.
Yeah. Are you a Blu fan? Let us know in the comments below. Have you used any of Blu's products before? What do you think about this package, this bundle?
If you like videos like this, to the left, we'll put our RV essential upgrades. We'll also put our RV tours playlist. Again, we're going to put the link down below. 7% off if you're interested. We thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the road.